Mr. Bill Condon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on Beauty and the Beast, first of all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How are you feeling now? Because I know it's been a process of a few years.
It has,
since,
yes.
kind of probably, I don't know, how did you get involved just at the very, very start?
At the very start, I heard that they were considering doing a new version, and I went to meet on it, and I was surprised to hear that they had been for a long time developing a non-musical version, and even then when we met, they were thinking of using just a handful of songs, and I kind of made the pitch for, no, you got to go all the way with it.
You can't have a non-musical version of Beauty and the Beast.
No. And they agreed, which was great,
Because the trailer, I think, was the most viewed trailer of all time in 24 hours, like beating things like 50 Shades and Star Wars.
Right.
So were you feeling any pressure at that point? It's like us mere mortals can't even begin to imagine the kind of pressure associated with it.
Well, luckily it was mostly done by then, right? So there's nothing I could do. But yeah, it's pressure, but also there's nothing better for a filmmaker than to know that there's such a dedicated audience waiting on the other side, Butterflies Now, though.
Dedicated is one word for the fans.
Yeah,
right? Like
exactly.
no one's like been shouting angrily at you or anything, because for a lot of people, obviously, it's a very precious memory as well, and very nostalgic for them. But no, everyone's been very nice about it.
They have.
That's good.
Part of the Disney thing, right? Which is good. Yes.
There's obviously a desire to create something new here as well as harken back to the original. But was there a specific moment or a specific thing that was especially hard for you just to get right, where you're like, we just need to nail that particular
That's
thing?
interesting. I think it was the look of the beast. That took a really, really long time to feel like we were in the right place, because one of the tricks of the animated film, if you start to study it, which obviously, when you're involved with this you do, is that there they had the freedom to kind of, there are a lot of different beasts, actually, if you look at it. He grows. He's like, in certain scenes, he's like 4 feet taller than he'd been in others, and stuff, And so we, obviously we're creating something that has to feel real and consistent. So I think that was a lot of trial and error until we landed on what he should look like.
And a lot of stilts and Lycra outfits as
Exactly,
well
yes.
for
You've been
Dan
talking
Stevens.
to Dan Stevens, yes.
And with the film, obviously, as you mentioned, the fans are going to be really excited to see it. But is there one person, maybe for you personally, if that person sees it and that person likes it, then I'm going to be happy with my work here?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I think, honestly, I wish Howard Ashman were around to see it. I so wish he were. But Alan Menken, showing it to him for the first time, that meant so much, because he's been through so many incarnations, and also it just so reflects who he is, So I would say Alan.
Is this one of the first Disney films to have openly gay characters?
I think the first.
The
yes.
very
yes,
first?
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I know, isn't
so
it?
how important do you feel that is
Well,
for the audience and people growing up who are seeing it for the first time and all those sorts of things?
I think it's great. I think Disney has always been in the forefront there, right? Belle was in 1991 because she was a kind of, suddenly they took the Disney princess and made her strong and a bit of a feminist, and that's something we continue with Emma. So I think all those images being inclusive in that way, it's the first and second interracial kiss ever in a Disney movie,
Amazing.
All good things.
Well, congratulations.
Well,
on
thank
those
you.
things. Do you know that you're releasing the film in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day?
Yes.
And do you have a message for the people of Ireland to go and see Beauty and the Beast rather than get up to some other activities that they would traditionally get up to on St. Patrick's Day?
That's right. No, it is. Believe me, it's also St. Patrick's Day in America and in
That's
New
true.
York. My
That's
God.
true.
No, first of all, it's a great excuse, to drink even more in my case, So I can start early, But yeah, please go see the movie first, and then go and celebrate it.
Go and celebrate it.
Right,
You see,
exactly.
that's the
Yeah.
perfect solution.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one of the tunes that, because even out, as you're waiting to come in and talk to yourself, people are just like, da 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 da. There's just like the little
Exactly.
earworms. Is there one of the tunes in particular that you're like, that's personal favorite?
Well, it's funny because everyone was excited that there are all those hits for those trailers, and I kept saying you could play Black Leader and play da 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 dum, and people would be like, yeah. I think I love that theme the most, that prologue theme. That it's so powerful. Just those few notes of music, just bring it all back,
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you in Ireland.
Yeah.
Maybe Patrick's Day. And,
Yeah, right? Yeah.
yeah. You'll be busy though. But yeah, no, lovely to meet you.
Oh, it's
Thank
great.
you.
Good to meet you.
Think of the one thing you've always wanted. Now find it in your mind's eye and feel it in your heart.